Merging old with new, the Iron Block building is an historic icon in Milwaukee.
But with a lot of love, that building's been brought into the modern age. Wisconsin's only iron facade building sits on the corner of Wisconsin and Water Street in downtown Milwaukee. Even though it was built in 1861, the Iron Block building looks deceivingly new. That's because of a painstaking restoration.
It's what I call a labor of love. Probably not the greatest business move in the world, but to reconstruct this building the way of its grandeur in 1861 was, as I said, a labor of love.
Tom Manos, owner of Dental Associates, bought the building in 2012. Then it went through a 3-year restoration and renovation, supervised by Manos and Dental Associates architect Mark Dembski. The entire building was scaffolded and sandblasted down to the bare iron.
And also recast 4,200 new pieces from 97 new patterns that were made to put all the detail back on.
The beauty is in the details, from the 42 lion's heads that guard every side of the building to the leaves on the top of the capitals. They wanted to make sure that everything was true to its 1860s glory.
Most of the lion's heads, we thought all of the lion's heads were gone.
But then a stroke of good fortune. During the restoration, they removed anything that wasn't iron off the facade, and underneath they found some of the historical lion's heads.
Doing so, we discovered that actually 2 of the lion's heads, the original cast iron ones, were left on the building.
Now, every lion on the Iron Block is molded from the originals. Manos and Dembski preserved the historical integrity of the building, but they also needed to make sure it was up to today's standards, even going green with solar panels on the roof.
It's interesting in a pre-Civil War building to have some of the technology that we're using now.
The building itself seems to be a grand puzzle, now painstakingly restored by people who care about the city and its architecture.
We wouldn't have tackled this event, this project without the idea of the old becoming new, but still preserving the integrity and the history. And really, I think Milwaukeeans have a love affair with the Iron Block.
And you know, you really have to give them a tremendous amount of credit, because this was not a cheap undertaking. I mean, they did a lot to preserve an important piece of Milwaukee's history.
And the detail is phenomenal.
Yeah, absolutely. Also credit to Mary Franzen, who put that together. She normally works on our assignment desk, but in this case, she went out and put together a great story. So thanks, Mary.